Hi, my love. Oh my gosh, happy full moon. What a crazy time it is to be experiencing life right now. And the full moon, I've noticed, has been illuminating a lot of shit for me, and I'm wondering if it's maybe illuminating a lot of shit for you. So I've created this full moon ceremony to help you kind of like alchemize and transmute what's been happening for you, what's been coming up for you. And before I start any kind of transmission or any kind of channeling or any kind of workshop, I like to pull a card. And today I pulled this incredible lion heart, the strength card. So I'm going to begin by reading this for you. And before I begin, I have linked a Spotify playlist in the notes below. So I recommend, if you have the capacity, to hit play on the playlist so that you can listen to both me and the music at the same time, and we can drop into this portal together. I'm going to hit play on mine now. I've got it in my little earbud. Oh, go back. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, did you just get that sound of... Beautiful. Amazing. Well, welcome. Close down your eyes. Settle into your body a little bit. Maybe give yourself a little wriggle. I am sitting cross-legged on the floor on my yoga mat here. Hopefully you've got your yoga mat too. And take a deep breath in through the nose. And you can exhale long and slow out through the mouth. Another deep breath in. And exhale through the mouth. Last breath in. And when you exhale, I encourage you to sigh through the mouth. Beautiful work, my love. Okay, this card I've pulled for us, the lion heart. Strength. There is such wisdom in his eyes, as if he can see straight through what is coming. The courageous one within him knows that there is no need for backing out, no need for second guessing. He has been tested many times, and he knows that his resilience will prevail. Own it. Own your desires. Own your true feelings. Own your darkness and your brilliance. Don't shy away from opportunities that you have to grow and thrive, even if it means making mistakes. Don't be afraid of letting others down. Give your absolute best and face your fears of not being enough. When we don't take the chances that life throws before us, regret lingers in our field. Strength is felt in our ability to transcend the beliefs that hold us back, make the change, follow the heart, rise to the occasion, knowing that you are strong enough to meet whatever comes with righteous pride. Uplift others by living boldly in your truth. I am unshakable, driven by a pure willingness to move into every moment with the courage to live fully from the heart. The synchronicities are abound. The stuff that I've been channeling for today's session has been all about coming into courage, coming into strength, coming into our honest truth, coming into what feels like maybe a little bit scary, but also that is going to bring you to your fullest sense of alignment within yourself. And this comes through understanding what stories we've been telling ourselves, understanding what lies we've been telling ourselves, understanding what we've been avoiding, and choosing to bring that into the heart, integrate, understand it with compassion, and then let it go. So we are going to slow down, first of all, with our practice today, and then we're going to speed up a little bit and do some somatic movement before dropping back into a little channeled meditation, maybe some journal reflection prompts. We'll see where it goes. I'm going to try not to take this over 45 minutes. I want it to be short, sharp, and shiny and powerful for you today. So let's move on to our mats. And hopefully you can see me on mine. Maybe I need to just adjust my screen slightly. There we go. And I'm inviting you to take child's pose here. Wide-legged child's pose. Hopefully this works with the mic. So bringing the knees nice and wide, dropping the hips back to meet the heels, and sending the arms out long. First of all, you can relax into this pose, softening the arms, softening the belly. Just bringing a gentle sway to your hips side to side if that feels good for you in this moment. And with every breath in, elongating the spine a little, reaching a little further forward with the fingertips. And with every breath out, just softening your hips down to your heels a little more. This invitation to breathe into the back of your heart space. Sending your breath and your energy and your attention there to open up the 365-degree magnetism that your heart space gives you access to. Just walking your fingers over to the right now and stretching out the left side of the body. Taking a breath in and a breath out here. With your next inhale, coming back to center. And as you exhale, taking your fingers over to the other side, stretching out through the right side of your body. Coming back to center on your next inhale and slowly walking the hands back to your body. Bringing the palms to the knees. Really allowing the sit bones, your butt to be on your heels here just for a moment. You can leave the knees open wide if that feels good for you. Just bringing some gentle movement into the neck now. Looking up at the sky. And as you exhale, tinted chest. Inhale, stretch up, gaze up. And exhale to chest. Come back to neutral and start to draw some very small spirals with your nose, starting small and getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Welcoming any cracks, any pops, any sounds coming from your neck as you stretch it out and let go of some of the tension from the day. Getting bigger and bigger and bigger with those circles. And then starting to get smaller again. Staying with your breath. Coming back to center and spiraling out the other direction with your nose. Small spirals, moving your neck in the other way. Sending your breath deeply into your belly. Getting bigger and bigger with those spirals. And then starting to spiral back the other way. We know the full moon to be this time of illumination of what's going on in your internal world and also what's going on in your outer worlds. But the thing is that what's happening in the outer world is a reflection of the internal world. So coming back to stillness here and just noticing what you can notice in your internal world. Breathe into your body and notice how it feels to be you in this moment. Can you witness without judging? Just witnessing with sensation. As the music starts to lift, bringing a little bit of sway into the top half of your body. Maybe moving your shoulders from side to side. Up and back, up and back. One more, up and back. And then bringing them to the forward and to drop. Up to the ears and drop. Up to the ears and drop. Up and drop. Maybe bringing the knees together so that you can lift your butt up from the heels and give your hips a little bit of movement from side to side here. Whatever feels natural to you in your body in this moment. Bringing breath on board. Breathing into the spaces of your body that feel like maybe they haven't had any attention yet. Coming up to your knees. Okay, let's bring some shaking into the hands here. Just first of all, the hands. I want you to imagine that whatever you've been carrying for the last month, for the last lunar cycle, for the last astrological cycle, that you're ready to let go of, is moving all the way through your body, into your hands, into your fingertips. And as you're flicking your hands, your fingertips, the residue of all of the bullshit that you've been carrying, all of the stuff that you've been carrying that is not yours to carry anymore, is flicking away. So flick it out. Things that aren't yours, the stories, the worries, the fears, the thoughts, letting go. Shoo. Starting to bring a little bit of movement into the rest of your arms now, making that a little bit bigger. Inhale and exhale. Opening up with your arms, opening up this connection to your heart space. Maybe bringing a little bit of tension or muscle action into your arms as if you were like releasing and pulling out of the old skin suit that you once lived in, the old limitations, the old beliefs, opening up and pushing them to the side. And the invitation is to notice what emotions come up for you and allow them. I want you to know that all of you is welcome here, every single version of you, every single part of you that may be resisting, that may be fighting, that may be surrendering, that may be softening, that may be feeling a little tenderness. Maybe you're touching on some anger because of all the stuff you've been holding on to. Anything that you've got here is welcome. So yeah, just starting to bring in a little bit of intuitive movement. This is where my body wanted to go right now. You can follow. I feel like for me, this symbolizes a box that I've been putting myself in. It's a very, very small, very, very tight box. And I'm just going to start to expand it a little bit. And this kind of motion here is driving me into the ground as well. It's quite giving me a little bit of a jolt in my body, and it's giving me a sense of groundedness. Let's make this box bigger. No more self-imposed limitations. And I say self-imposed because every limitation that we have is self-imposed. We've chosen to believe that limitation, whether we've heard it from someone else or not. We've chosen to hold on to that limitation. So I'm choosing to let these go. Okay, let's just push the edges out a little bit. Inhale and then push with your exhale. Bring it back into your heart. And exhale, push. Into the heart. And push. So good. Just some rolling of the wrists here. Breathing into how it feels to be in your body right now. We've got some music that's sort of a little bit more slow and sexual. Ooh, I said the word sexual, I meant sensual. There's a big difference between sensuality and sexuality, actually. A sensual life is one that is lived in total presence because you're living inside of your body through your senses. And I think that it gets mixed up with this sexual energy side of things because, by the way, intuitive movement here, my love. Just following what feels good in your body. Rolling, flowing. I think that it gets connected with sexual energy because it's that like first time feeling when we're with somebody new that we're like so ultimately present and we're so deeply connected to how this feels, how this touch feels, how this tastes, how this smells, what this looks like. Like it is a purely engaged experience, a sensual experience. And so it kind of gets construed as the same thing, but sensuality is not sexuality, but they can go and they can amplify one another. So my invitation was for you to have a sensual experience of your body right now. So starting to bring in some soft and gentle touch. Maybe we start at the hand. And as you inhale, dropping your finger down. And as you exhale, bringing your finger up. Drop it down on the inhale. Exhale to bring it up. Inhale. And exhale. Just tracing the outline of your finger with your breath. Notice how it feels. And then switching hands. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Big breath in, sigh it out. Beautiful. Rub those hands together. Generate some heat, generate some energy because we're going to do some heart space work now. I'm going to move my mic. Placing those nice warm hands on your heart and noticing how it feels to receive your own energy, your own loving touch. I'm going to start by tapping in the center of the chest. You can go down all the way down if you like, lower to the ribs, but let's make this heart space our priority today so that we can amplify the frequency of our magnetism, so we can connect in with our heart spaces because we are heart-led beings that have thoughts. We are not thinking beings that have feelings. And it is really, really important to reconnect in with our heart spaces, our feeling bodies, because this is where our ancient wisdom lies. You can bring the tapping out further to the sides of your chest. I really want you to be experimental with what you can find that feels good, what you can find that feels nourishing. Maybe you're tapping at the beat of the drum. An activation of your heart space, of the power that lives within you, the courage that lives within you, that you may need to connect to for this full moon. As you're seeing parts of you become illuminated that might have been living in the shadow for a while, the best place that you can be when you are working with your shadows is in connection with your heart space. Because you have an ever-present sense, an ever-present well overflowing with big love coming from here. Okay, maybe some drumming, open palms. I can feel that in my vagus nerve all the way down into my belly. And then just some sweeping motion. So holding one side of your chest with one hand and just sweeping the other one across. Stay with breath. Just clearing this energy field, clearing the walls, clearing the stagnancy, clearing any connections that are here that don't serve you anymore, clearing the weight and the grief, the sadness that you don't need to carry anymore, that doesn't belong to you anymore. Placing the other hand on and just swiping away from the other side. Staying with your breath. Take 3 deep breaths. Hands on heart. One more. Beautiful. So good, my love. How does your body want to move in this moment? Can you let your heart be the first thing that moves? Can it be the director? Pausing for a moment to become still. And send that breath and awareness into your heart space. Can you soften a little bit more around the edges of your heart? And notice what color you see when you breathe into that space. This radiant, vibrant light shining from you in all directions. Connecting into your heart. And ask it to show you the way. Lead me to courage. Lead me to trust in myself. Lead me towards those people and places that will help me expand and grow and learn and soften. A reminder that you are so worthy of love. And allowing love in starts by connecting to your own heart, your own sense of love. If your heart could speak to you right now, what would it say? Receive that message in your body, all the way down to your bones. Let it land on a cellular and molecular level. Give thanks to your ever-loving, ever-present heart space for always being there for you. And I want to bring you, I'm going to send these to you, but I'm also going to bring you to some journaling prompts. So you're welcome to pause and write as you go. But I sat down and had a conversation with the moon last night, and she really helped me get clear on what's going on for me, and these questions were really, really powerful. So the first question is, what mental or emotional states am I holding that this moon wants me to see clearly? So noticing what stories you've been telling yourself in the last month, in the last cycle, that the moon is illuminating for you. And you can do the same thing that I did. Have a conversation with the moon. Sit down at nighttime, have your glass of moon water charged up, have your crystals and your candles, and sit there and answer these questions with the view of the moon if you can. And if you can't, then just evoke her energy. You know, we are more than 70% water, and so it's no wonder that we fluctuate and that we have emotional experiences at the time of the full moon. So, what mental and emotional stories am I holding on to that this moon wants me to see clearly? Next question is, what am I ready to let go of in this cycle before the year closes? So you might be watching this at a different full moon, but right now we are in the December 2025 Gemini full moon, and it is the end of a 9-year cycle from 2016 to now. And, you know, December being the end of the calendar year, it feels like a lot of things are coming to a close for us. And it has also been the year of the snake. We have been shedding skins like crazy. So there might be one last thing that you've been holding on to that you're finally ready to let go of in this cycle before the year closes. And my invitation to you is to not make it such a big deal, but to actually offer it up as like a devotion. So this thing that you've been clinging to, that you've been holding to for so long, let it be an act of devotion to the universe, to your family, to yourself, to let it go. And if you're doing this as an act of devotion, an act of service, the universe will step in and help you so much, help you carry that weight, help you unclasp the fingertips and let it go. Next question is, what truths am I afraid to speak to myself and to others? So somatically, let's sit here with this at the moment and ask yourself, what is my greatest truth in this moment that I've been hiding from? Spend some time reflecting on that. Why are we afraid to speak our truth? And can you remember how it feels to be connected to your loving heart, right? This is always here for you. And when we speak our truth, the heart is always here to hold you. I also find that when I speak my truth, especially if it's something I've been holding on to for a while, that I've been afraid to bring up, it's never as scary in the situation as I think it's going to be. So let that be a little solace for you. If there's something you've been like avoiding saying to somebody, this is your opportunity. This full moon is the perfect time. Communication is open. We just finished Mercury Lemonade. It's time. It's time to have that conversation that you've been kind of avoiding, because you're going to feel so much better once you have. What does rest feel like in my body right now? What is true rest actually going to feel like in your body? For me, I have some slowness. And not just slowness when I'm home by myself, but my invitation is for me to take things slow when I'm out in public as well, and to not feel like I'm being rushed by other people. Staying in my own lane, staying in my own sense of taking things slow, taking things exactly at the pace that I want to take it in. And that helps me recenter, that helps me reconnect to my nervous system, it helps me stay in a ventral vagal state. It's juicy, it's yummy, and I'm in alignment, I'm in my sovereignty. I'm not going to be rushed by anybody. So what does rest feel like in my body right now? And the final journal prompt, because this full moon has this invitation for us to tend to our inner hearth, our inner fireplace, right? And that's why I had us connect to the heart space. And that's why I thought it was so fascinating that the lion card came up, like the courage, the bravery, and heart space there too. But pause for a moment. Visualize your inner fire. Take a breath and breathe into it. If there is a space within you that is on fire, that is burning with whatever it is that you want to be burning through right now, where is it? And what does it need? Is it burning, roaring out of control like a bushfire of anger? Or is it like a tiny little spark? Or is it just a flame that needs to have a little bit more kindling added to it to be blown on? So take a pause, take a breath. Tend to your inner fire, whatever way it needs. Drop into a sense of safety and warmth with that beautiful fire within. This fire helps us move through and alchemize and let go, which is what we are all about for the full moon, right? So with these journal prompts and questions, if you want to keep this page, you can, but I recommend tearing it off and having a little fire ceremony, burning it, asking the moon, the universe, God, the goddesses, the deities, whoever you pray to, whoever you have a connection to, maybe it's Mother Nature, maybe it's just the God of fire, asking whatever higher power you have connected to burn it all away, to help you release, to help you let go. Let this be symbolic for you. Beautiful, my love. I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much for being here. This is like shorter than I expected, but I think it's really, really been beautiful and powerful, and it's something I've never done before. Slightly different anyway. So I'd love to hear from you. What was your experience? Do you want me to do more of these? How did it feel? Really freaking grateful that you're here. Happy full moon. May you nurture yourself. May you rest. May you drop into some beautiful stillness, but also make time to connect to your heart for movement, for love, for gratitude to pour from you. Let's take a breath into the heart. Fill it up with love. And exhale, sigh it out. Breath into the heart. And out. Inviting you to bring gratitude into your body. Gratitude for all of the versions of you that you have been in the past, all of the stories, all of the thoughts that you've had, having gratitude for the way that you've shown up for yourself in the past. And gratitude and love for the you that you are right now, in this very moment, exactly as you are, giving thanks, gratitude for yourself, for your loving heart, for your incredible body. It's doing so many thousands, millions of things for you on a molecular and cellular level, for your energy, for your ancestors. And gratitude for who you are becoming. And the way that what you're doing now is helping form and shape who you are becoming. So grateful for you, my love. Happy new moon. I will see you on the other side. Bye.